In 2008, I had a large QSR client, one of the largest quick serve restaurants in America, and their food is actually good, by the way. Um, and I was sitting there with their CMO and their digital agency. Now, I wasn't even their digital agency, I was just their PR consultant. And we were doing the annual planning, and this was right when Facebook had launched brand pages. So I had mentioned I wasn't doing digital, so this is not strategic, very tactical. I sent to their CMO, hey, you guys should build a brand page on Facebook. And the CMO looked at me and he's like, why would my company, I'll just say it was International Dairy Queen. They're so good at social now. But he said, why would Dairy Queen want to be on Facebook? And I'm like, well, I've done research, there's already around 5,000 user created groups with between like 500 up to like 200,000 people that were organic fans of Dairy Queen. And he's like, but if we create a page, they could say negative things about us. I'm like, they're already saying negative things about you. And now you actually can, harness that. You could use it to improve. You can, make those relationships right and keep those customers. I was still denied. And the funniest part of all is their digital agency, and we can tie this back into crypto in just a second. Their digital agency, which was doing absurd things, and they were charging like 10,000 a month just to manage their website. Seriously, to do nothing. Like you don't need to, anyway. They had said social media is a bad idea because it's too much work and we don't believe in doing things like that. You should just be running TV ads and you should just be running these. They were building absurdly expensive microsites. They went so far as to charge them, I think it was almost 7 figures to build an advert game where you play in this video game that's in like a Dairy Queen world. No one fucking played it, and they weren't accountable for anything, and they just got a huge paycheck from that brand. So anyway, long story short, I made Dairy Queen's official page. I had all the graphics since I was on their PR team, made it look official. I think I was the first one to build a 1 million member QSR Facebook page, 2006 or 7, I forget the year. I wrote a blog post on it somewhere redacting their name. But their digital shop didn't want to do the hard work of social media management. This was before social media management was a codified practice, but they actually were smart enough to know they didn't want to, moderate a Facebook page and do that. They would rather build for their high game. So let's tie this back to crypto and something I sent you guys about. So a few weeks ago, there was something called Canes. It's a big advertising event in France. So in the middle of insane recession, stocks plunging, everyone in chaos, all of the senior marketers in corporate America went to France to give each other awards, eat expensive food, run up an insane tab on their corporate card, and then watch a keynote where, and I wish I were making this up, of anyone you could have chosen, Robert Greene, Malcolm Gladwell. The keynote was Gary Vee and Paris Hilton on stage. And so what did they say? It gets so much better. Gary Vee goes, TV ads are dead. No one's watching TV ads. You need to be running NFTs of your brand right now. Like not even with a strategy. He's just yelling at them with NFTs. A few of my friends were there and they were laughing. And anyway, this is hopefully just very high level of the complete insanity and clownery in the marketing sector, whereas all the adults in the room in the marketing sector were, shoring up their customer list. We're doing all the right things. They're not off back patting each other. Because I think the optics of going to, a big party that, like I would have backed out if my company was there.